Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about signs that wealth is coming your way. And before we start, I do want to do a comment of the week to feature one of you guys' comments. You guys have been so amazing and so kind in the comment section, and I just really appreciate it. So I want to give you guys a little shout out for taking the time to leave a comment. So one of the biggest signs that wealth is coming your way is when you start to notice shifts in your mindset towards money or around money, or your perspective about money. And this can come in a few different ways. One of the most common one is when you start to think that an amount of money that you used to think was a lot of money, now you think about that same amount, that same number, and you're like, you know what, actually that's not that much money. Like when I think back to when I was in college, I would live on like, I don't know, like $200 a month. And to me that felt like a lot of money, right? But now that I am an adult and I have a job, there's no way I could possibly live on that much now. And that same $200 a month to me feels like not a lot of money at all. But back then, it felt like, you know, a lot of money. It felt like enough money for me to live for an entire month. So if you're starting to notice that a number that you used to think was like a lot, that you used to think like, oh, if I had that much, I would, you know, feel so wealthy. And now you look at that number, that same number, and you're thinking, you know what, that's actually not that much. That's actually within my grasp already. And the number that I think is a lot is now so much higher than that. So that's a sign that you and your mindset around money is expanding, that it's grown. And your abundance mindset has also grown. What you think is abundant is a lot more than what you used to think, and that's a good sign that wealth is coming your way, because it's a sign that your ideas around money, your thoughts around money has grown, has expanded, and that you know that you're capable of making that much and so much more. The second sign is that you might notice that the people in your life who may have a negative money mindset are kind of drifting out of your life. They're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of leaving your life essentially. And or you might also notice that people who have positive mindsets surrounding money, or like a positive relationship around money, are starting to come into your life. You're meeting new people who talk about money openly, who have positive mindsets around money, who doesn't have like fears and doubts when it comes to money. And that's a huge sign that wealth is coming your way, because when you're surrounded by people who have an abundant mindset, that is going to influence you versus being around people who have a lot of fears and doubts around money, because that's also going to influence you. It's very easy for other people's negativity to latch onto you and to influence you. So if you notice that people with negative belief systems around money are leaving your life and people with positive belief systems around money are coming into your life, that's a huge sign that wealth is coming your way. The third sign is that you practice the law of attraction when it comes to money. One thing that I've noticed is that a lot of successful people talk about the law of attraction and they practice them. Even if it's not like, you know, even if they don't say the words law of attraction, their mindset around money very much encompasses the beliefs of the law of attraction. You know, successful people tend to have a lot of faith in themselves and in what they can create for themselves. They believe that they are sort of the creator of their own destiny. They believe that they can bring into their lives the amounts of money that they need. They believe that they can create the kind of wealth that they need to live an abundant lifestyle. And they believe in themselves. And you don't necessarily need to believe in the law of attraction to believe that you have the ability to conjure as much money as you need. The next sign is that you have multiple streams of income or multiple streams of revenue. And this is so important because when you only have one source of income, you can kind of become dependent on it. And when you only have one source of income, you can kind of associate wealth and money with that one thing. Maybe it's your job, so you would associate like money with your job, and that's all you would associate it with. And you might associate like stability, security, financial like stability with your job. But then when you have multiple sources of income coming in, that sort of association will weaken, and you're going to start to realize that you are not dependent on any single thing or person or company to give you what you need in order to live and to thrive. And that association, that realization is so key, because wealthy, successful people tend to have many, many streams of income. They're never sort of dependent on just one thing or one person, one company for their lifestyle. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. And as soon as you see that second source of income come in, something's gonna click in your mind, and you're gonna be like, wait, I want more sources of income. And that's really how rich people become richer, by accumulating sources of income, by accumulating assets that grow and make them richer. So yeah. The next sign is that you feel more comfortable spending money, which sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but when you have a lot of fears and doubts surrounding money, you tend to kind of hoard it and save it, because you're constantly worried that like one day it won't be there. You're constantly afraid of not having it, and you want to hoard it all because you're worried that one day it's just not going to be there when you need it. And although I am a huge supporter of having, you know, an emergency fund for like rainy days, and I do support saving and growing your wealth and everything like that, I think it's important to kind of separate, you know, having a healthy mindset around money, saving, and, you know, investing in your future, versus kind of hoarding everything because you're just so afraid that you're going to lose it all. And when you are more comfortable with spending your money, that means that you've kind of conquered your fears around money. It means that you have a more comfortable, a more stable, and a healthier relationship with money, and that you have this like internal trust that there will always be more money. You'll always be able to make more money. Money will come to you when you need it, and you don't have this like fear and this need to like hoard it all because of that. The next sign is actually lifestyle inflation, which can have kind of a negative connotation in the finance community here on YouTube. I think a lot of people will say to you, avoid lifestyle inflation at all costs. It's one of the biggest killer of wealth and everything like that. And while that can be true, you don't necessarily want to always live up to your exact mean all the time if you are trying to build wealth and create a better life for yourself. I do understand and again support that. But again, if your lifestyle is expanding, that means that your ability to live is expanding, because lifestyle creep only happens when your income increases, when your wealth increases. But it can also happen when you kind of grow, when your self-love and your self-confidence grows. Maybe as you get older, you might start to feel like you want more out of life, you deserve more, and you want to live a more abundant lifestyle. And that is a huge sign that wealth is coming your way, because you're starting to realize that you do deserve more, that you are worthy, that you want more out of life. And in that realization, what's gonna happen is your brain will find ways to make that happen. Once you truly realize that you deserve more, that you can have more, that you want more, your mind will find a way to make it happen. It's gonna find a way to bring the money to you to create that lifestyle that you want. But when you don't like truly believe that you deserve these things, to have this abundant lifestyle that you want, your mind is just going to not do anything, and you're just gonna kind of stay stagnant. But when you realize that you want more, then that's going to kickstart changes in your life. You're going to take actions to make that happen. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you enjoyed it and found value in it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. I am also selling these cute little notebooks on my Etsy store, so I will link them down below if you want to check them out. And let me know what you want to see next week, and I will see you next time. Bye!